I'm going to tell you 7 ways you can save battery on your Galaxy smartphone. Let's get right into it. The first thing you should do is go and turn off Quick Share and set it to no one. Galaxy phones are always looking for other phones around to share files with, and that eats up battery. Whenever you want to receive files, just go ahead and turn it on for that moment and then turn it back off. Next, if you've got a lot of apps on your phone and you do not use every single one of them every day, chances are they're still running in the background, eating up some battery. One way is to completely uninstall them. Another way is to put them to deep sleep, and that way they never run in the background. So go into your battery settings, then into background usage limits, go into deep sleeping apps, and then tap on the plus icon. And then select apps that you don't use every day, apps that you don't need notifications from, or you have no dependency on unless you want to open them up. And even while I'm doing this mindlessly without really focusing much on it, I've been able to identify a few apps that are still not deep sleeping and I really don't need them eating up my battery in the background. 13 apps, just like that. Imagine how much you can save. You know, I've set up my Samsung phone in a way that if I am at home, then my location, mobile data and Bluetooth will remain off and save me some battery there. It's an automation that I created using Bixby Routines, which you can find in your app drawer. Open it and then say, if my Wi-Fi network is connected to, and select your home Wi-Fi network. Tap on done, and under the then condition, select connections and then go into mobile data and turn that off. Then you also want to add another condition, which is your location should be turned off as well. And go back into connections and then select Bluetooth, and then you want to set that to off as well. And there you have it. It's a simple rule that if your phone's connected to your Wi-Fi network, then all of these things should turn off. And then just give this routine a name so that you can identify it later, give it a color if you want to, and an icon, and that's it. Hit save. Now obviously you can leave out location if you use too many location apps. You can leave out Bluetooth if you've got your watch connected, but my watch is connected directly to the Wi-Fi as well, so I'm good with it. But you know, if you do use a lot of location apps and you still want to use this routine, I have a hack for that. So go back to Bixby Routines, go to if, and then tap on app opened. Now select the apps that you think should trigger location to turn on. For example, banking apps or delivery apps or taxi apps. Once you've selected them, click on done, and then under the then condition, go into location and just set that to turn itself on. By the way, as soon as you exit these apps, location will automatically turn off. Just give it a name, give it a color, an icon, and that's it. Now let's say my battery is already quite low, 20%, 25%, 15%, and I want the discharge of my battery to be slowed down. And if I have a high refresh rate screen like 120 Hz, it would be wise that my phone automatically shifted to 60 Hz. So here's the last automation. Under if condition, go into battery level and tap below, say 25%, okay? When that happens, go in the then condition and search for motion smoothness and set that to 60 Hz. So your phone will automatically shift to 60 Hz from 120 if the battery level falls below 25. Moving on, I've also set up focus modes in my phone that only allow select apps and the notifications to come through. You'll be able to edit or create these focus modes under digital well-being settings on your phone. So here's one which is called productivity, and these are apps that I need to be productive. And I'll only get notifications from these apps. There's Me Time that allows me to focus and research without being troubled by any other app. I can quickly enable this by going into my toggle settings and hitting focus modes and then choosing that particular focus mode. And by the way, if you don't see a focus mode quick setting, just tap on that plus icon or go into the overflow menu and tap on edit buttons. You'll see it somewhere here, just drag it out below. I mean, not only is it a great way to increase your productivity, but it also helps you save some battery. And it's dead simple to set up. Go into your digital well-being settings, scroll down to focus mode. You can either edit, work or me time, or you can create a new one. So let's say I create one called test, go into edit, select the apps that I wish to use, and that's it. Jumping on to the next one. Turning on dark mode is surely a way to decrease battery consumption due to your screen being on. And if you've got an AMOLED display, which most Samsung phones do, then this is definitely helpful. Dark mode on AMOLED screens imply that dark areas are indeed pixels that are turned off, and hence they require less current, thereby reducing battery consumption. In fact, if you use AMOLED wallpapers, it would help a bit more. And you could download any wallpaper app, and most of them have an AMOLED category. So let's say lit walls here, for example. If you go into categories, you'll see something called as AMOLED. In addition to all of these things that I just told you, there are some tiny little things that you can still do more to increase battery, but do them only if it's not too inconvenient for you. So go into your Wi-Fi settings and then go into advanced. There's something called as turn on Wi-Fi automatically. What it does is only if it finds a familiar or previously connected Wi-Fi network, it will turn Wi-Fi on, and otherwise it will turn Wi-Fi off, which means your phone is not unnecessarily hunting for Wi-Fi connections. Your phone vibrates quite a few times for different things, and that uses a battery. So you might want to go ahead and reduce your vibration intensity or completely turn them off by going into vibration settings and turning these toggles off. You can keep some of them on if you find it too weird, but completely up to you. Next, if you're someone who uses their phones for music or watching videos on loudspeaker, keeping your volume low helps conserve some battery. And lastly, if you've got a couple of unused apps and you want to remove them in one go, go into Manage Apps in your Play Store like I did, and then just multi-select apps that you don't use. This is going to save you a lot of battery because they're not going to run in the background and eat up your battery. So multi-select them, tap on the trash icon, and they'll uninstall one by one on their own. Alright, in addition to all of these techniques that help you improve your daily battery life, you might want to do things that help improve the overall lifespan of your battery or the battery health. And there's really just two things. Don't let your charge go below 20 and don't charge above 85. It's just general good practice. Try to stick to this as much as you can. And the other thing, which is not entirely going to be under your control, is to keep your phone's temperature between 10 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Celsius. I know it's not under your control. You might be in a hot climate and what are you going to do about it? But just try as much as you can. Alright, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this was really helpful, and if it was, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification icon and mark all. Really helps me grow. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.